The 10 fastest Lamborghini models of all time. Ferruccio Lamborghini initially had no interest of producing automobiles, as his first company produced farm tractors. His company quickly became the largest tractor manufacturer in Italy, and it earned him a considerable amount of money. As a lover of all things related to combustion engines, he spent his money on a variety of different automobiles. Some of his favorites were the Ferraris of the 1950s and 1960s, however he always had mechanical issues with the cars. After scheduling a meeting with Enzo Ferrari, Ferruccio was excited to talk about cars with this legendary man. However, Enzo insulted Ferruccio, saying he couldn't handle Ferraris and that he should stick to driving tractors. So in 1963, Ferruccio Lamborghini founded his car company that we know and love today. Ever since then, Lamborghinis are often considered some of the best automobiles on the market. Praised for their high-performing engines and aggressive looks, Lamborghinis are truly supercars. They've come a long way over the years as a brand and have produced some incredible cars. Since Lambos are supercars by their very nature, everyone always wants to know how fast they go. So why don't we take a look at some of the fastest Lamborghinis of all time, in terms of top speed? Now it is important to note that we are only going to look at production Lamborghinis released by Automobili Lamborghini. There are some boutique tuning companies out there that have modified Lambos to perform faster than their production counterparts. However, these are produced in extremely limited numbers and aren't technically from Lamborghini. So let's begin. Number 10. The Huracan LP 610-4, 202 miles per hour. The Huracan is currently one of the newest vehicles from Lamborghini, and they released the vehicle in 2014. The current base model, the LP 610-4, comes in at number 10 on our list with a top speed of 202 miles per hour. The base price of this car starts at around $241,000, and it's their current budget car. But it's still far from being affordable. It achieves its top speed through its 5.2-liter, naturally aspirated V10 engine that delivers 602 horsepower in total. Number 9. The Gallardo LP 570-4 Superleggera Edizione Tecnica, 202 miles per hour. Lamborghini unveiled their Gallardo back in 2003, and it's considered one of the best vehicles from the brand. They produced the Gallardo for around 10 years and released a few different versions. Out of all, the LP 570-4 Superleggera Edizione Tecnica was the fastest. It was one of the last Gallardos produced, and Lamborghini tuned the engine, altered the vehicle's aerodynamics, decreased the weight, and provided a range of other improvements to make it faster. It featured a 5.2-liter V12 engine that was able to produce 561 horsepower in total. Number 8. The Sesto Elemento, 205 miles per hour. My personal favorite Lamborghini, the Sesto Elemento, is up next with a top speed of 205 miles per hour. It's an extremely high-end Lambo that was produced in a limited release of just 20 units back in 2011. It used the same 5.2-liter V10 that was seen in the Gallardo, but this time the engine produced 570 horsepower. However, the most important fact about this car are the materials used. It's almost entirely made from carbon fiber, and Lamborghini went to great lengths to reduce as much weight as possible. The previous car on our list weighed 2,954 pounds, while the Sesto Elemento weighed only 2,202 pounds. This allowed the car to not only perform faster and grip the road better, but it could also accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. Number 7. The Diablo GTR, 210 miles per hour. Lamborghini's Diablo will go down in the history books as one of the greatest cars of all time. The car initially was released in 1990, and Lamborghini produced the car up until 2001. Over those years, Lamborghini made a few different versions of the car. Released in 2000, the Diablo GTR was a race version of the street-legal Diablo. The car used a 6.0-liter V12 engine that Lamborghini extensively modified. Additionally, they removed things like the stereo, air conditioning, and heater to reduce its weight, allowing it to reach speeds of 210 miles per hour. Number 6. The Diablo SE30 Hoda, 211 miles per hour. We have another Diablo up next, and this time it's the SE30 Hoda that managed to go just 1 mile per hour faster than the GTR. The Diablo SE30 Hoda was a special edition Lamborghini, and they only made about 28 of these cars back when it was introduced in 1995. The SE30 Hoda featured a heavily modified 5.7-liter V12 that managed to pump out 595 brake horsepower in total. Number 5. The Murcielago LP 670-4 Superveloce, 212 miles per hour. The original Murcielagos were released in 2001, and like most Lamborghinis, they made a few different versions over the course of 9 years. The LP 670-4 Superveloce was one of the last ones made, and it was also the fastest version. It was much lighter and powerful than previous versions, and its 6.5-liter V12 offered 661 horsepower, which allowed it to achieve speeds of 212 miles per hour. Number 4. The Aventador LP 700-4, 217 miles per hour. The Aventador LP 700-4 is Lamborghini's most current offering, and is considerably faster and more expensive than their Huracan. It's rocking a 6.5-liter V12 that delivers 690 horsepower in total. With its aerodynamic design and all the newest advancements in automobile technology, it can top out at 217 miles per hour. Number 3. The Aventador LP 750-4 Superveloce, 218 miles per hour. The Aventador LP 750-4 Superveloce was just released in March of this year, and it is an updated version of the previous model on our list. Lamborghini altered and fiddled with this version to make it not only lighter, but more powerful as well. It uses the same engine as the standard LP 700-4, however this time it delivers 740 horsepower. While its top speed hasn't officially been recorded, Lamborghini says that it should achieve speeds over 217 miles per hour. And that seems reasonable considering it's lighter and more powerful than the regular Aventador. Number 2. The Reventon, 221 miles per hour. In 2007 Lamborghini unveiled the Reventon, and it's tied for being the fastest Lambo ever. It's a limited edition model that was priced at $2 million, and they only made just 21 examples in total. It had a 6.5-liter V12 under the hood, and it was recorded in Dubai to achieve speeds of 221 miles per hour. Number 1. The Veneno, 221 miles per hour. Based on the Aventador, the Veneno was a limited edition supercar that Lamborghini made to commemorate its 50th anniversary back in 2013. Only 5 cars were produced, and of those, just 3 were available for purchase at the price of $4.5 million. Its 6.5-liter V12 produces 740 horsepower, and with a top speed of 221 miles per hour, it's tied with the Reventon for the fastest Lamborghini ever made. But since it's much more expensive and more exclusive, we ranked it as number 1.